Hi everyone, welcome back to my family's channel, The Happy Healthy Vegans. I'm Stephanie and today I'm making empanadas. I'm saying that wrong. But anyways, this is something that my husband's grandmother used to make when he was younger, and he really liked them, so thought we'd try out making it vegan style. So I'm going to start off with 1 onion. Get that cooking until it's about see-through, and then I'm going to add my 1 yellow pepper and then about a tablespoon of diced garlic. I have this here. I'm going to cook that until it's translucent. Be a few minutes. Okay, they're almost translucent, but they're kind of sticking, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water so that they don't burn. Oh, that helped brown it. Look at that. Now I'm going to add my peppers. You can use, I use yellow. I made this the other day and made it with red. You can use whatever pepper you want. I have yellow in my fridge, so today it's yellow. Do that. Leave this to cook for another few minutes. And then I'm going to add my garlic and spices. That's been cooking for a few minutes. Now I'm going to be adding my tablespoon of garlic. Give that a stir. Now I have 1 teaspoon pepper, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon ground cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, onion powder, and ground coriander. Or did I say ground coriander? Sorry, smoked paprika. I'm going to put this in. Stir this for about just till it's mixed. And then add in my ground round. I have 4 cups of ground round. I buy my ground round in bulk from the wholesale club around the corner from me. Okay. Oh, that smells really good. Okay, now that's mixed in. I'm going to be adding the ground round. It's a little frozen. And I'm going to let this cook. I'm also going to add probably about half a cup of water, and then let this cook for probably 10-15 minutes maybe. Okay, this is now cooked. It actually only took me about 6-7 minutes to cook this, not as long as I initially thought it would. But I'm going to now take this off the heat and let it cool a bit, because while I get the rest of my stuff ready to finish this off. I'm ready to stuff my empanadas. This is just a empanada shell that I purchased at my local No Frills. I'm going to be using these to make my empanadas with my stuffing here. And then I have the chickpea, which I can't think of the name of it right now, water that I'm going to be using as egg wash so that the empanadas don't burn. Okay, so I'm going to put probably about a tablespoon and a half in here, maybe 2 tablespoons. Pack it down. I'm going to use my aquafaba as the sealer. Close them up. And then I'm going to use a fork to seal it. All around. I have a baking tray here lined with parchment paper, and I also already have my oven on 350 and heating up, so when I'm done this I can just pop them in the oven. Alright, let's cover that in aquafaba, both sides. Flip it. Alright, I'm going to now fill the rest of these. Okay, I am done stuffing my empanadas. I got 10 here. I do have a few left over and some left over of this, but I ran out of room and I don't want to get another tray. And I'm just going to make some rice and mix this with rice and eat it for leftovers for dinner or lunch tomorrow. I'm just popping these in the oven. I'm going to set my timer and cook them for 12 minutes. on one side, and then I'm going to flip it and cook it probably for another 12 to 15 minutes, and then they'll be done. Okay, these have been cooking for now 12 minutes. I'm going to quickly flip them and then put them back in the oven for another, ow, that's hot, 15 minutes because they're softer than I would like them right now. Okay, so these are all done. I ended up actually cooking them for about 20 more minutes because I didn't like how they looked after about 15. And here is the inside. They're really hot right now, but I cut it in half so you could see. They're pretty full. And there you go, vegan empanadas. All done. On a side note, here's my can of chickpeas that I drained the aquafaba from. I'm actually going to add a little bit of canola oil, dill weed, salt, and some garlic powder, and mix it up and then put it on a baking tray with a parchment piece of parchment paper and bake that for probably, I don't know, however long it takes for them to get a little bit crispy, and that'll be a snack. So the chickpeas don't get to waste. Okay, here are my chickpeas ready to go in the oven. I put probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of dill weed, probably about 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, just a drizzle of canola oil, and probably about a teaspoon or so of salt. It's all to your taste. You're gonna see how this turns out. It's ready to go in the oven. Okay, these are my dried chickpeas. I ended up cooking them at 320 degrees for probably about 27 minutes. They're pretty dry. They probably could be drier, depends on what you like, but I don't like them too dry and crunchy. I use them for just having a snack to eat, or I'll pop them in a salad just for some extra protein, whatever you like to use them for.